The question is always ask how rich is the Jews and ever wonder why Jews become super rich. How Jewish becomes super rich. For Jews, the spiritual and ethical questions surrounding money focus on how to acquire wealth and what to do with it, not wealth itself. At the beginning of every Jewish year, we wish each other health, happiness and the blessings of wealth, but we know that wealth alone is not enough to lead a good life. We pray that our children will never lack the things they need, and that they will at least be able to enjoy what they want. The idea that Jews are good at managing money is an old Jewish stereotype that continues to influence Jewish perceptions today. Given the 2,000-year history of equating Jewish malice with money, it is absurd to imagine that any of us are immune. There are many Jews and they have internalized this stereotype, including none other than Karl Marx, whose writings are peppered with anti-Jewish sentiments and describe money as the jealous god of Israel, looking down on the emancipation of mankind from Judaism. This is due to the fact that Jews were excluded from professional guilds for centuries, denied the right to land ownership and forced to do their work as merchants and financiers. The idea that Jews control the global economy and banking system is obvious, but it is true that Jews have historically been underrepresented in finance and economics. In China, books extolling the supposed secrets of Jewish financial success are world bestsellers, and anti-Semites rail against Jews who supposedly control international banking. For centuries, Jews at so-called courts were the main financiers of European aristocracy projects. They also held prominent financial positions in Europe and made them scapegoats in times of economic crisis. It will not surprise you that examples of 20th century are grotesque caricatures of wealthy, fat Jewish bankers controlling the globe, represented as repellent, multi-legged, insect-like monsters. Jacobs and Greer argue that Jewish texts generally portray poverty as an unwarranted burden. The accusation of Jewish greed is often based on the observation or assumption that Jewish wealth is undeserved. In 2016, Pew Research reported that American Jews are the highest-earning religious group in the United States. More than half of American Jewish households earn under $99,000 a year and 31% earn over $49,000 a year. The demonization of the economic privilege of wealthy American Jewish households and their power hungry implies that this wealth is undeserved, and excludes the possibility that the household income of large Jewish earners reflects the values of hard work and sincere commitment in the ethical, medical, legal, cultural, and other social spheres in which our society is rewarded. Forbes's latest list of the 400 richest Americans includes 100 Jewish billionaires, a remarkable statistic for a group that represents less than 2% of the population. A 2008 study by the Pew Forum Institute found that Jews are the richest religious group in the world, with 46% of the population earning $100,000 or more per year, compared to 18% of the total population. Jews represent a large number of the most historically significant personalities, people who had a profound influence on humanity. The online encyclopedia Jewish Encyclopedia says that 56 million Jews live in the United States alone, excluding millions of Israelis, who make up 18% of the population. It is estimated that Jews make up less than 1% of the world's population, but 25% of all billionaires in the world are Jews. A Gallup poll earlier this year found that 70% of Jews enjoy a high standard of living, compared with 60% of the population, more than any other religious group. More than 100 of the 400 billionaires on the Forbes list of America's richest people are Jewish. The Tanakh portrays the first Jews as wealthy, and wealth is seen as a clear sign of divine favor. As such, most Jews spend their time acquiring wisdom and wealth to contribute to society. While many ethnic and religious groups focus on an afterlife that is portrayed in the world as underreported, Jews see wealth and success as a blessing and a gift from God. Of course, Jewish descent does not guarantee success, and not all Jews are successful. Jewish families, however, are encouraged to accumulate wealth through careers and high-income investments. Prayer texts such as the Shema and the Talmud emphasize the importance of teaching and learning and provide guidelines for the age at which school should begin. Compared to the 58% of Jewish people who have a degree, it is clear why education is so important for the Jewish community and not just for us. In my opinion, the story of how Jewish people created a mentality of resilience correlates directly with the pursuit of success. The Jewish faith has a number of ancient principles and valuable wisdom that it possesses. Popular religious texts such as the New Testament, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, Tao Te Ching and the Tibetan Book of the Dead contain interesting insights and stories, but it is the Jewish religious texts such as the Old Testament and Tanakh that contain some of the most valuable information about wealth acquisition. The author's words about money are encrypted in Jewish and have been known for centuries, and in these religious texts one finds books containing some of the greatest wisdom of history from that time. Rabbi David Kasher believes that Judaism takes a different approach to money, wealth and business than other faith traditions. Jews tend not to play into the stereotype of the cunning Jewish businessman, he says, given the hostility and the real violence that can follow. Instead, Jews are on their guard because they have no access to the Jewish tradition as it is presented to us. The stereotypes that have persecuted Jews for centuries are hateful and hurtful canons that have caused immeasurable Jewish suffering throughout history. As a people, Jews are generous, bourgeois and philanthropic. A third of U.S. Jews want their names in the New York Museum or the Jerusalem Museum. Fears are growing that a third of the Jewish population will marry non-Jews in states where they feel less attached to Israel. There is some evidence that Jews are proficient in banking and related sciences, and therefore few other professions are open to them. I do not accept that owning a bank is villainy, but we find it hard to love the banker and his bonuses, and the suggestion that such villainy, wherever it originates, poisons the hearts of Jews is not shared by the cartoonists who have denounced Jewish financiers and philanthropists over the past 300 years. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below. And remember to click subscribe for more video every day and hit us with a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Until next time, Daily Bread, please take care of yourself and see you soon.